Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. In most of the projects, when we design isolated footings, some of the footings will be overlapped. Most of the areas, staircase, lift columns. In such cases, we will try to convert the footings as rectangle. In some other cases, we will design those footings as combined footings. In my earlier videos, I explained how to develop isolated footing layout along with schedule. In this video, I will explain how to develop combined footing layout along with schedule. This is my isolated footing schedule. I saved that file as combined footing schedule. Some of the column ID assigned as C1, F1. Some of the column assigned C2, F2. In the footing sheet, assigned footing design data for F1 and F2, size of the footing and reinforcement of the footing. In the column reinforcement, here assigned number of bars and arrangement of the bars as explained in earlier videos. Coming back to my command prompt, I am entering my command DET. This is the main screen. I am selecting footing layout. By default text height will be 200. I am selecting OK. It is asking pick point for footing layout. Here I am picking the point. Here it will generate isolated footing layout. Then we will cross check which are the footings are overlapping, and we will design the footings as combined footing accordingly. Here I am picking my point for column schedule. This is the footing layout. I am switching off unwanted layers. 1, 2, 3 are isolated footings. See here, 4, 5, 6 members footings are overlapping. We have to design combined footing for these members 4, 5 and 6. 7, 8, 9, 10 not overlapping. See here 11, 14, 15 footings are overlapping. We will convert this as one combined footing. So for this 4, 5, 6 I designed as CF1, 11, 14, 15 designed as CF2. And I am opening my combined footing Excel file. Here we need to assign the footing ID after completion of the combined footing designs. I am assigning the combined footing ID as CF1 for the members 4, 5 and 6. I am assigning combined footing ID as CF2 for the members 11, 14 and 15. Then selecting combined footing sheet. Here I am assigning CF1, the design data to be entered here. Size of the CF1 4000 by 2000 by 600 mm depth. Here we need to enter the group members, means what are the numbers coming under CF1. Here I am entering 4, 5, 6. Reference member number I am assigning 4. Reference point, you can select grid point or column center or any one corner of the column. From there it will take the offset of the footing distance. I am assigning grid point. Offset in x direction I am assigning 450 mm is my footing face from the grid line. In Z direction I am not assigning any value. It will match the footing center to the grid line. Bottom reinforcement for CF1 I am assigning 12 at 150 mm center to center in both ways. Top reinforcement I am assigning 10 at 150 mm center to center in both ways. In the same way I am assigning CF2 2000 by 5000. 600 is footing depth. Here I am assigning the member numbers 11, 14, 15. Reference member is 11. Reference point I am taking grid point. Offset X I am not assigning any value. Offset Z I am assigning top 1000 mm from the grid. Footing bottom reinforcement I am assigning 12 at 125 mm center to center in both ways. Top reinforcement 10 at 150 mm center to center in both ways. After entering the data, I am saving and closing this file. Back to my command prompt. Here I am entering my command DET. I am selecting footing layout. Text height I am remaining same. If you want to draw in mm, select mm. If you want to draw in meters, select meters. If you want to draw in inch, select inch. I am selecting mm. Click OK. I am selecting my Excel file combined footing schedule. Here it is asking the pick point for printing footing layout. Here I am picking the point. It will generate the foundation layout as per the latest design data. It's asking pick point for printing column schedule. Here I am picking the point. It will generate the column cross section details for all the floors. This is the foundation layout. This is the flat footing schedule. This is the combined footing schedule. This is the column reinforcement detail. I am zooming in. I am switching off the unwanted layers. This is the combined footing CF1 for the members 4, 5 and 6. We assigned column ID as C1, C1, C1. This is the footing dimensions 4 meter by 2 meter. If you measure this distance, this is 450 which we entered in the Excel file. I assigned 450 towards left side. In vertical direction it has taken center. This is the combined footing CF2 which we assigned for the members 11, 14 and 15. Here column IDs are C2, C2, C2. This is the footing dimension 2 meter by 5 meter. This is the distance which we entered in that Excel file. From the grid point we entered top 1000 mm is the footing face. This is the combined footing layout. This is the flat footing schedule F1, F2 and size of the footing and reinforcement of the footing. This is the typical section of footing. This is the combined footing schedule. Here it is showing CF1, CF2 sizes as per that Excel file data. This is the bottom reinforcement of the combined footing. This is the top reinforcement of the footing. This is the typical section of combined footing. This is the column reinforcement detail which we assigned in that Excel file. It will generate for all the floors.